Hello. Oh my gosh, Heather, January's right around the corner. And all of my friends on Facebook are sharing different diets that they're going to be starting to bring 2021 in on a new foot. And I am so tempted to join. And I can't quite explain it, but that's where my head is. All right, so that is totally normal, right? For years, you've probably sought out a diet that is going to fix you, it's going to make everything better. But if we historically were to go back, pretend you and I could jump into a time machine and we could go back year after year after year, what you probably would see is what most people do, which is they do start something in January and then there's an exact date. There's an exact date, and I think it's like February, where most people resign their New Year's resolutions or whatever the drastic changes that they've made because it's not sustainable, right? It's great when science has actually told us what we're going to do and then we do it. But the point I'm trying to make with this is you've done it multiple times. Has it ever really worked for you? And here's the deal. If you're trying to do it again, the answer is no. I am so grateful. I took 5 years out of my life in the midst with 2 more pregnancies to lose the 170 pounds. Because guess what? I don't go to the bookstore and seek out diet programs anymore. I don't worry about who's doing what diet because I've lost the weight and I'm keeping it off. That was never in my wheelhouse before, right? What was in my wheelhouse? The need to lose weight. Pursuing the best diet, looking for what everyone else was doing, right? Trying to comply. But when I stopped doing that, when I stopped seeking, looking outside of Heather, and I said, what does Heather do? Let's pay attention to her behaviors. Let's start to bring in healthy habits. Let's decide that whatever she brings in, she's willing to do for the rest of her life. And guess what? Weight loss happened as a byproduct. I started changing up how my eating was, started cooking differently. I started getting a more physical fitness. I stopped going to outside gurus and books and programs because the reality was I had done that so many times and it never worked. And how do I know it never worked? Because year after year I did the same thing. What is insanity? It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And I kind of got tired of that. I really wanted to lose the weight and be where I am now, which is, I might tweak my eating here and there. I may change up my workout routines here and there, but I'm not pursuing weight loss anymore. I mean, I'm going on my 9th year now of maintaining 170 pounds. I didn't believe this was real. I didn't believe I could be here. All I knew was year after year after year, try dieting, various forms of dieting, multiple times a year with restrict binge cycles. My weight kept going up. And I finally had the moment where I'm like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not subjecting myself to somebody else's rules that don't work for me. I literally would go out sometimes and purchase all this food, all these supplements, all these things. And none of them I really liked. When the diet was over, all the stuff was half used. I had to throw it away. I wasn't doing it anymore. And that's where I want to encourage you to get to. It's the wisdom to start to know I'm not going to do this, right? It's yes, it sounds alluring on the surface. Yes, it's enticing. I totally get that. So don't get me wrong when I say all of this. It took me a long time to get there too. But I just want to encourage you, let them do that. You say, okay, what are the habits I could build in? And if you took 2021 and every month you made a new eating fitness habit, you by the end of the year would have 12 new eating habits. Maybe it's not eating out as much. Maybe it's meal planning. Maybe it's tracking your food, whatever. But think about how much different your life would look. And your weight is a manifestation of the habits you have now. So if you change those 12 habits, your weight will also alter. It has to. You can't alter your eating habits through the course of the year and bring in better eating behaviors and not have your weight impacted. So just want to encourage you, as all of the hype starts to kick up, choose to really think it through differently and say to yourself, if I were this year to pick a totally different direction to go in, really make 2021 different, how would that look? Well, it wouldn't be doing what you've done for the last 5 or 10 years. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. If you need help and support, please join me in the Half Size Me community. Our members do a variety of things. They're all working on their own journey, but we're supporting each other as we find our own way and lose weight with this more maintenance mindset. You guys have a great day. I will talk to you soon.